Godox AD400 Pro. This has been my favorite strobe that I've been using for the past, I think like year and a half. I love this thing because a lot of my gigs are very run and gun, and so just having this compact like little light just helps a lot. By the way guys, if you guys are interested in how I'm lighting this, I have this Pavo tube just slapped on the desk, and then I have this other Pavo tube, just another little magnet on there, and that one was dead, so I got it on the thing. I got this little light pad above me, so that's a lighting setup. Now, I'm not gonna go through all the specs and everything. There's tons of videos on this light, but I just want to share what is important to me about this light. So let's just start off with the case. This case is super compact. It's been really easy to lug around. On, I would say like 75% of my shoots, I only have one assistant with me. Actually, I would say maybe like 30% of my shoots, there's one assistant, 10%, there's 2 to 3 assistants, and then the other, there's 40% left, I think. It's just me. Having just this little case just to carry everything just makes it way easier. You can see I keep a battery in here. I usually have a second battery in here. I have my trigger in here usually. I did not put this together for this video. I probably should have done it before. Here we go. So this is the trigger that I use. It's the one for the Canon. Usually I just set that right in here, just like that. I put a second battery here, strobe right in there, and then my charging case, you can see it's really dirty and everything because I use it a lot. And then up in the zipper part, I have some gels in here. I have the Bones mount adapter with the screws in here, the charging cable, and some batteries, some AA batteries. For some reason, the X2T trigger really drains batteries a lot. I don't know what it was. The original one, the X1T, like the batteries will last forever in it. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, you can just see how compact this thing is. So if you're a run and gun shooter, like this is pretty much the most powerful strobe that you could get in a compact body. I believe the AD600 Pro is a little bit bigger, and I'm actually looking at the AD1200 Pro just to use on my bigger gigs, since I usually have a couple assistants with me. They can lug it around, and just having more power, I can use bigger modifiers. And speaking of the modifiers, where is my modifier? It's in my Jeep. I don't go get it. The brand Glow makes a dedicated octabox. I think it's an octabox. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. That's dedicated just for this mount, because this is like a special mount. I thought by now there would be a lot more options for this mount, but there's really not. I think that's the only modifier that's really available for this. But them having this custom mount in here just makes things very, very, very compact. Again, that's what this is all about, just how compact it is for like run and gun shooters, basically. If you look up other brands that have about the same power spec, they're a lot more expensive. And with that bigger price, you're supposed to get better customer service and better color accuracy and all that. But with this, I've never seen anything crazy happen with this flash. This thing has just been solid for me. Now, when I'm shooting in the desert and it's like 100 degrees and I'm just popping off strobes like crazy, it overheats sometimes, and then you just got to shut it off. It's understandable though, because there's a lot of power running through this thing. Batteries are really cool on this because they're very compact. I have 2 of them. Usually, say if I'm using a strobe for half a shoot and the shoot's maybe like 6 to 8 hours long, one battery, if I'm not going crazy on the way I'm shooting, will last me just pretty much the whole day. But if you're having to shoot larger groups and bigger modifiers and you're just using it all day, you're going to need a few of these batteries, because if you're doing like more intense use like that, then they drain them a lot. So that's another thing that I would love about the Godox AD1200. Just because it outputs 1200 does not mean that you have to use it at full power all the time. But actually the recovery times on this is pretty damn good, which is important for me. I don't want to be sitting there waiting for the flash to cycle again just so I can get them all to move again. If you're shooting at full power on this thing, it's a little bit slower, but generally I don't have to shoot at full power on this unless you're really trying to kill the sun and you're using larger modifiers. It works amazing. I haven't had any issues with it. I've dropped this countless of times. It's because, you know, when I'm shooting outside and there's wind, it gets blown over. So yeah, I don't know, Godox is just really an amazing brand. They make just really consistent, good quality stuff, you know, and for a really fair price. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Kind of a short video, but if you have any questions, let's just start a discussion in the comments about this. I think that's what's most important about videos like this, is just maybe someone was contemplating if they should get it or not, and I don't know, maybe this is the video to tell you like this is a really good buy. That's it.